welcome to another video today here on Faceless Guy. Today I will react to Russian Christmas is different to Western Christmas. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for this video and other videos. Right now there's also still ongoing the ceasefire which Putin announced between Russia and Ukraine. I think it is still ongoing. I also read something about that some people already shot some. I think both parties already shot and broke the ceasefire, but I'm not sure. I hope it will last and it will be a good first step towards maybe real peace talks and a real chance for peace. I made also a video about this on my channel, so just please subscribe and like the video, and let's find out together what this is about. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I will enjoy it.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm in the center of Moscow on Lubyanka Square. Here you can see the 2019 Christmas decorations in front of the old KGB building here in the center. And today I'm going to walk through some of the main streets of Moscow into Red Square, and I'm going to tell you all about Christmas in Russia and the differences between Christmas in the West and the UK and Christmases here in Russia. As you can see, I'm really cold. The temperature feels like -17. It's actually -12. This is probably the coldest I've ever felt in my life. So I'm not gonna.
When I would ever be in Russia with my girlfriend, I'm also sure that it would be a big shock for her to be in such a cold temperature. I mean, even Germany is a million times over exaggerating, a million times colder than Vietnam, where the average temperature is around 20 degrees over the year. And the coldest she experienced, I think, was something with 15 or so. So it is much colder here. We also had here -10 or so. I think maybe even this year or last year in December or so. And it will probably even get a bit colder in January or so. But it's getting very cold in Europe and in Russia even more, of course. Of course, Russia is also part of Europe, but yeah. And I want to move maybe even to Russia one day. So yeah, let's probably not to Moscow, so maybe more Volgograd or something more in the south. But yeah, still, it's much colder than Vietnam in any way. So I'm curious, and my girlfriend said that she likes it when it is cold. So let's see if she will still say this when she was here or then in Russia once. Let's see.
I'm gonna be out here for long. I'm gonna walk down the road. I'm gonna walk to Red Square. I'm gonna show you all the lights, and I'm gonna tell you 8 differences between Russian and Western Christmas. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy my sacrifice. It's really
And please go to his video and like and subscribe for him. I also do this right now because if it is really cold, I think there, and I auto activate the bell. So maybe here's some other interesting videos I can watch later also too. Let's see. He's definitely this video looks interesting. Let's see what he has to say and the differences.
really cold. Enjoy the video. So the first real difference I'd like to point out is that Russians don't really care about Christmas. Unlike in Western Europe and the US, Russia sees Christmas as primarily a religious holiday, which doesn't have any secular traditions associated with it. State atheism in the Soviet Union moved all celebrations from Christmas to New Year, and this persists until today. And for the vast majority of Russians, it's just a day off that can be used at one's discretion. So most of the stuff I'll talk about in terms of Russia is actually more about New Year celebrations rather than Christmas. The second thing...
It is also interesting. I mean, under the Soviet Union, it was a state-sponsored atheism, which I think is good. I think religion should not be anything which has an influence on the state and on how the country is governed. So that's great. But yeah, I mean, I would just probably miss Christmas and also maybe some of the traditions, because I was just grew up in a country where Christmas was is always important, and so it's a big festival of the year, the biggest festival of the year, which is for Vietnam Tet, which is celebrated in February or late January, which is the new year for the moon calendar. So it's also an important festival for Vietnam, the most important festival. And the same way is for me Christmas, the most important festival. But I also kind of like this. Let's see.
I'd like to mention is that Western churches celebrate Christmas on December the 25th, whereas in Russia it's on January the 7th. When the rest of the world changed its calendar, the Russian Orthodox Church refused to, and because of that, all Christian celebrations in the Russian Orthodox Church are a few days behind those in the West. Christmas is no exception. In the West, most countries give very few days off around Christmas and New Year. In Russia, the exact dates vary based on when the weekend is, but Russians can get up to 10 days off. This year, Russians will be off work until the 9th of January, which is a really great break from real life. The Christmas tree in Russia is actually called a New Year tree.
A New Year tree? I also read about this thing. That they also changed this in the Soviet Union. So that's amazing. Interesting.
While some people are content decorating it with modern ornaments, lots of other people prefer a more classical Soviet style. The star on the top of the tree is actually red in Russia instead of the Western golden Bethlehem star, or as some people prefer, an angel. Ded Moroz, or Grandfather Frost, is the Russian equivalent of Santa Claus, but there are some significant differences between Santa Claus Father Christmas and the Russian Ded Moroz. Ded Moroz actually has a granddaughter who goes around with him called...
And when I heard first about his granddaughter, I thought it would be his wife or girlfriend. I just saw this female name in the female version of him a bit, but it is his granddaughter. So, and I learned this later.
Snegurочка, Snow Maiden.
Snow Maiden.
And what's
Snow Maiden sounds also awesome.
strange is Ded Moroz actually lives in one village, Great Ostrog, and his granddaughter, Snegurочка, lives around 600 kilometers away in a different village, Kostroma. But
I mean, she moved out at some point, I guess.
on New Year's night, they go around Russia giving presents to all good little kids. The sixth thing I'd like to talk about is, well, it's a little bit difficult because every country in the world has its own traditions, so it's hard to talk about the West as a whole. And in this situation, I'd like to talk about food. In the UK, a Christmas meal...
That's also interesting food. I mean, I watched another video and then I didn't upload it because something happened. And where I reacted, where I saw about some different food around the world, and there was something about Greenland, which was a bit weird, but I mean, different cultures, it's all okay. I don't judge anyone. And yeah, and on the Russian, I think on the thumbnail was something. I have not watched it to the end, so I don't know what it was, but it was some kind of a cake for Russian traditional food. Let's see if he will mention something about this.
normally includes turkey, roast potatoes, stuffing, pigs in blankets, Brussels sprouts, gravy, cranberry sauce, and a Yorkshire pudding. In the US, they are less strict about the meat because they eat turkey on Thanksgiving. In many European countries, families mainly eat duck. In Germany, the main dish is goose. Portugal, it's carp. So yeah, it's really hard to say what is Western, but it's actually really easy to say what's Russian. The most important dishes to have on a Russian New Year's Eve dinner table are salads, and two are called herring under fur and olivier. Herring under fur is a layered salad where the herring fillet layer is followed by boiled potatoes and green apples. It's weird as hell, but it's super popular. Olivier is a salad eaten throughout the year, but it's actually mandatory on New Year's Eve. and throughout the world it's often known as Russian salad. It's a finely mixed.
Uh, very interesting, of course. I don't know if I would like this salad, but I would try it probably. But it's just amazing to watch this video and see how Moscow looks like. I mean, I definitely want to go to Moscow one day. Visit the city, the capital of communism in here. Of course, not anymore in the current time, but from the history. And I see also the Kremlin already, I think. When I see this correctly, this red building in the distance. But I would definitely like to go to Moscow. Visit the city, and I mean, I would not like to live there probably because it's too crowded and too large of the city. But maybe I thought about here Volgograd. But yeah, anyway, maybe also somewhere else. I'm not sure. It's just ideas so far, and there's nothing solid about this plan. It's just a rich and kind of a imagination so far. ID, nothing solid. Let's continue.
Chopped bunch of different things, including boiled eggs, sausages, and marinated cucumbers. Often, no, actually always seasoned with mayonnaise sauce. Other things you might find include tangerines or mandarin oranges, which are also popular in North America at this time of year. Caviar on the New Year table is a symbol of wealth and brings Russians hope that the next year will be a year of abundance, so that's often there. You'll also often find pickled cucumbers, mainly for an accompaniment with vodka. Another side salad often found is a beetroot salad known as vinaigrette, which is from France. Something else you might find is halajets. Halajets is jellied meat, otherwise known as.
If you're from Russia, my subscribers or people who watch this video, please tell me some more other interesting things about your country. I'm curious about this country.
Aspic in English. I personally think it's disgusting, but it's really popular here. And basically, it's meat set into jellied fat and is often eaten with mustard. These foods are, of course, accompanied with a drink, in most cases, champagne, which is almost compulsorily served to be drunk at midnight when the clock strikes 12. The seventh difference between Western and Russian Christmas is.
I just got my dinner, fried rice, so yeah, but I continue the video and finish the video first and I read. But it's interesting. Please tell me about your country. And I don't care about the war or the military special operation or whatever you want to call it. And the name doesn't matter, and it's not about this. I want to learn more about the country, the people, the culture. So tell me. I mean, I consider moving there, so I want to know more about this country and its people. So tell me in the comments.
What exactly happens at New Year, and I just referred to it in the previous one. In the West, it's very, very common. At New Year, you find someone close to you, or you picked someone before to make sure you stand next to them at midnight and you give them a kiss. In Russia, that's not really a thing. People crack open a bottle of champagne and enjoy a glass. So yeah, the kissing is definitely a Western thing. And the final.
I mean, I think I would prefer the kissing. I mean, when I would celebrate Christmas, New Year with my girlfriend or then my wife, maybe later one day in the future, maybe in Russia, then I would probably just. I mean, it would be something at home and maybe with close friends. So I think, of course, you can do whatever you want and so. But I think I like. I mean, I like the kiss thing. I mean, I have never done it before. I mean, I would not do this with anyone else as my girlfriend. And yeah, but when I imagine to do this with my girlfriend someday in the future, or then my wife maybe, it definitely is awesome and an interesting idea. Let's continue with the video. I think from this channel I may learn some interesting things about Russia in the future. or in other videos I react to. Let's see, or privately, but whatever. Let's see.
The difference between Russia and the West is Christmas movies, and well, in the UK and the USA, people tend to watch movies from a broad selection of classics. Gremlins, The Grinch, The Nightmare Before Christmas,
Oh yeah, the Grinch. I know the Grinch.
Elf, Love Actually, Home Alone, Die Hard, etc. In Russia, there's also a bunch of movies which are incredibly popular, such as The Carnival Night, Moraskva, and Magicians. However, there's one Christmas movie which stands out above them all, and that's called The Irony of Fate.
Yeah, I have heard of the Irony of Fate before. I've never watched this movie, but I heard that Russians love it. So, would you Russian guys recommend me watching this? Probably. Maybe I will. Yeah, I have heard of this before, definitive. And the Irony of Fate. Maybe I will watch it with my girlfriend once. As in, I mean, yeah, maybe. Let's see.
The Irony of Fate is almost compulsory watching on New Year's Eve. The film is widely regarded as a classic piece of Russian popular culture and is traditionally broadcast in Russia and almost all former Soviet republics every New Year's Eve. The popularity of this movie is similar to It's a Wonderful Life in the USA.
Oh, I see the Kremlin. No, this is not. It's not the Kremlin. That's a Catholic of all religions or something like this. I don't know exactly how this church or this here in the background with the colorful roofs is called, but I've heard of this before and I've seen it before. It's of course very landmarking, very traditional from Moscow specifically. Interesting. I would like to go there. I would love to go to the Kremlin and to the awesome other interesting buildings in Moscow and in Russia. I always liked Russia since years. So let's continue.
The compulsory nature of this film is shown in a common joke in Russia, and I'll tell you this joke in Russian with English subtitles. The joke goes: Тебе сколько лет? Не знаю. А сколько раз ты смотрел фильм «Ирония судьбы»? Ну, раз 20. Значит, тебе 20 лет.
I understand. Yeah. And I would like to. I also have to learn Russian. I started a bit on Duolingo to learn Russian. It's the language sounds awesome, wonderful, fantastic. I have to learn it.
Okay guys, I hope you found that funny. Thanks for watching this video. If you did like it, please like, please comment, and most importantly, please subscribe. I really appreciate it.
I subscribed, I liked it, I also will write a comment after this video, or maybe even in the video. Moment, I will do it right now. Kommentare sind nicht deaktiviert. I can't comment something. Okay, I say my comment. It was wonderful, this video. Amazing. Thank you for I mean, I don't know if it will be possible to upload this video, or if you have a copyright claim then, but if you don't have a copyright claim and I can upload this video as a reaction to it, then it was an amazing video. It was also an amazing video if you made a copyright claim, but my comment, it's an amazing video, I like it and I enjoyed it. I really learned a lot in this video, and yeah, I look forward to see more videos from you. I hope in other videos I can also make my comments. Maybe you have generally turned them off because you were insulted or so, I'm not sure, but I liked it. I enjoyed it very much, and I am curious to learn more about Russia. I think you can teach me a lot. So yeah, let's continue.
Thank you very, very much, and goodbye.
As I said before, thank you. I have to thank you. So yeah. also to my subscribers. See you next time.